Good morning, happy hump day, and we're rounding the corner on the last two shows of the season. Our season finale from the Beach House Beach Bunker coming up tomorrow, and we'll be away for just a few days in between 5 and 6. And season 6, by the way, kicks off Monday, August the 11th. We'll be back in action. In the meantime, we got some business to tend to. On the show today, tsunami, Russian earthquake, one of the biggest ever recorded. It was a massive one. Some of the pictures and video coming out of Russia this morning, some shocking stuff. And of course, that affected coastlines around the world. And not quite as bad as was predicted, but there has been some rather large waves, some current issues, and we'll give you an update coming up. Also, Justin and Katie, I kissed a girl and I like it. Wow, the former prime minister steps out on a date with Katy Perry, and tabloids are having a field day. What happened? Is this just a couple of old pals getting together, or is he a traitor? He's dating one of them. How is he allowed to do that? What if this blossoms? What if this, no pun intended, because her former boyfriend was Orlando Bloom? Blossom? Okay. Anyway, the two of them spotted from USA Today to the Inquirer, TMZ, People, Us Weekly. They're all on it. It's just melting the internet. Continues to melt the internet. What's Justin up to today? Hit Canadian Tire. And then he went on a date with Katy Perry. You know, average stuff that Canadians do. Ozzy's funeral is today, so there will be some streams likely popping up in your newsfeed. We'll check in randomly to see how things are going. Big crowds in London today for the Ozzy Osbourne funeral, and that's understandable. He was a rock and roll legend and beloved by millions. Actually, we can let's see if we can get a live shot here. Actually, this is a live shot this morning of the funeral procession. Are they playing an Ozzy song? Is this a band playing an... Yeah, it is. Sweet. That is very cool. Anyway, that is going on as we speak. Big time change over in England. They're about 6 hours ahead of us over there. So we'll periodically check in on that this morning. Also, the big Costco controversy involving their food court. And no, this is not about the new soda pop they're introducing. There are some food rights advocates that have some serious concerns about how Costco does business, especially when it comes to their $1.50 hot dog. It got my attention. You don't attack my hot dog. Might have to jump in there to their defense. Hiya! Wah! Hands off the hot dog. So what's the controversy about and what's happening there? We'll take a look at that and more. We have a smoke warning again. Air quality warning. However, no tsunamis for us because we're in the middle of the prairie. We've got no water. Well, we have lake water, but we got no ocean stuff to worry about, just sunshine. And actually, it looks like we're going to see more of it today. A little bit on the cooler side. Waking up to single digits at 9 degrees. Good morning, all four corners of Western Manitoba, Southern Manitoba, Metadosa, sunshine there. Russell's got some. East Eli's got some. Even up at the park, they've got some sunshine this morning. But air quality is not going to be good again today. Environment Canada has issued an air quality warning for Southern Manitoba. As wildfire smoke continues to affect the area, we're hoping that will subside tomorrow. And perfect timing for it, too, because things are really going to warm up. It's going to be 24 for the high today. We'll hit 28 degrees tomorrow. Pardon me, 25. I read that wrong. 25, 27 Friday. Just progressively getting warmer as we get closer to the weekend. And so lots of pool weather left to go. If you've been waiting to maybe hit the pool or one of the spray parks or just to be outside enjoying the sunshine and not have to worry about the smoke. Again, hopefully the winds will pick up just ever so slightly to help us avoid some of the smoke in the coming days. So there you go. Here we go. Let's get into it. Welcome aboard. It's a Hump Day Wednesday. Hope your day is off to a good start. Bit smoky to start, but let's get into it. Let's see who we've got to say good morning to in chat. Again, this is our second last show of the season. We'll put the wrap on things tomorrow at 9 a.m. We'll be done for the season. Coincides with the last day of the month, and we'll be away for a few days. Back on Monday, August the 11th. Powered with pumpkin spice, back to school sales. What else? Football will be on. It's going to be great. We'll be looking forward to fall as we embark on our new season on Monday, August the 11th. Good morning, Sunseekers. Let's see who we've got to say good morning. Road Reverends here on Twitch this morning, along with Zumba Bernice, also on Twitch. Good morning to you both. Happy Hump Day. Coffee emoji, sunshine emoji. Janine is here. Good morning. Happy Hump Day. Enjoy your time off, Tyler. Thank you. Thank you. I can't wait. I just want a little bit of sleep. You know you're getting old when you used to go on vacation. You'd be, oh, yeah, it'd be great. We'll go out. We'll have lots of fun. We'll be going out every night. We'll be having fun. Yeah. And you get old, you're like, I just want sleep. I just want a holiday where I could just sleep. And then I get up, have a piece of toast, and then go back to bed, and then sleep some more. Sleep is the greatest commodity known to man. Cindy is here this morning. Good morning, Cindy. Cindy's over on Twitch. Jody is joining us on Facebook. Good morning to you. KDD4380 is here too, along with Richard. KDD is over on Twitch, and Richard is joining us on Facebook this morning to wish everybody a happy hump day. Nick is here too. Good day, Nick. Happy hump day to you. Angela says, good morning. Happy Thursday, y'all. Kind of, it is, things have shifted a little bit today. Kind of does feel like a Thursday because tomorrow is a show Friday. Well, we'll do the keyboard tomorrow to send season 5 off into the sunset, into the summer sunset. I like those emojis. They're good. A little martini, a little tropical drink, a little beers, a little brewskis, a little bit of sunshine. Oh, yes. Quentin is here this morning on Twitch. Hello. And Molly is here, too. She's got lots of sunshine emojis all over the place. Loving seeing the sunshine again. Isn't it nice? We had a couple of cloudy days there since Sunday, so even though it's a little smoky, a little hazy, it's kind of nice to have the sun. Angela says, good morning and happy hump day, y'all. Tracy Roger is here, too, on Twitch. It's nice to see you this morning, Tracy. Good morning. Welcome aboard. As I mentioned earlier, the tsunami warnings that went out last night after that massive earthquake off the coast of Russia had people in Hawaii especially concerned. No kidding. They're right there. Now, people continue to, experts continue to monitor the situation, but as you'll see in the news scroll, the worst is over. I think the worst that they got was 3-foot waves that did not come in a tsunami like we pictured in our mind. What happened in Japan, was that like through the holiday season one year, that Christmas season? Remember that? Everybody's on the, when they issued that warning yesterday, just you go back in time in your mind to that beach where they're all out there and all of a sudden the water goes and it just disappears and everyone goes, wow, that's cool. The water's gone. And boats start just like, the boats are just out there in the sand. Fish are flopping around. You're like, this isn't good. Something feels off. What is happening? And then all of a sudden, it's like, uh-oh. Yeah, the reason the water like left is because it's coming back and it brought its friends. Holy shit. And took everything out. Cars, buildings, none of that happened. Thank God. But boy, was there a lot of concern because it was a big one. We'll take a look at it coming up in the next little bit. This is courtesy of CNBC. This is a live shot of the coast in Japan this morning. Oh, we did have the coast. I think they're showing that some people still don't want to come off the rooftops. This is a live helicopter shot from the Associated Press. This is live in Japan. People are still up on rooftops. They're not buying it. Like, they're saying we've been through this before. We've been through this before. We're not coming down. But really, it wasn't. It could have been so much worse. So much worse. Okay, doke. Oh, we're kind of light on the load. You can tell we're hitting the finish line on the season. Everybody's out of good morning, so let's just get into the good thing. Let's do it. Yesterday's good thing. What was yesterday's good thing? If you had something good happen to you yesterday, let it rip. Type in GT, and then tell us something cool that happened to you yesterday. That would be pretty awesome. And get us started on a positive note. That would be fantastic. Molly sent me something already to the mailbag. A video for later if you've got time. I'll have to check in on that. See what's going on. Yesterday's good thing. What happened yesterday? Well, up at Clear Lake, it looks like boaters got a bit more answers as to why there is not a boats allowed up on Clear Lake this summer. And apparently, it's kind of confusing, but apparently there would have been some court challenges had they gone through with letting people have their boats on the lake. So it sounds like, to me, and I'm paraphrasing, but it sounds like Parks Canada kind of saved everybody a whole lot of trouble of, hey, you're on the lake, you're off the lake, you're on the lake, you're off the lake, you're on the lake, and off the lake, and on the lake again, back off the lake and on the lake, because we're in court and we're out of court. So let's just all stay off the lake, and that's how this song goes. And again, I'm paraphrasing. They didn't sing like that. They probably should have. Could have been a little bit more lighthearted. 600 people. Over 600, they packed into Danceland last night to check that out. Not that song, but the update from Parks Canada. You know what I'm saying. And it doesn't look as if they'll return anytime soon. People obviously not happy. Not happy with that situation. But the good thing is there were some answers, whether or not they're digestible or not. Hopefully there is some clarity there, some degree of clarity as we move on into the summer months. Nick's yesterday's good thing. We listened to Heart's Desire at Princess Park last night. Heart's Desire. Thought there for a minute it was Heart that played late. Ann and Nancy Wilson, they've, it's not just David Lee Roth that's up in his age. Ann and Nancy, they can still belt it out, but boy, when they're on stage, you're like, hey, Grandma and your friend, you guys, listen, there's a Heart concert. Can you get out of the way? What are you saying? We're Ann and Nancy Wilson. Where's it? Oh, so sorry about that. My mistake. I haven't seen you guys in a long time. And then they belt it out. They do. They still sound fantastic. But all our rockers are getting old. I saw a thing yesterday that Phil Collins is in the hospital. Not Phil. You can have Ozzy, okay? But you can't have Phil. If you take Phil, if you take Phil from us, I'll be coming for you in the air tonight. Because I've been waiting for this moment all my life. Hold on. I can hear them coming in the air tonight for Phil Collins. Better not be. I'll take you out. Hands off our Phil. Cindy's GT from yesterday had a very productive day. Got so much stuff done, I even surprised myself. Well, isn't that fantastic? God, you gotta love those days where you start off, doing one thing, goes well, rolls into another one. All of a sudden, it's like you look at your to-do list and you got things checked off, unlike yours truly, who just checks things off Tracy's list so she feels accomplished and then wonders, what the heck? Why is this checked off? I'm losing my mind. Hey, I'm helping out around the house, helping you check off things off your list. Quinton's GT picked the kids up from camp, want to come back. Oh, my God, the kids are back from camp. And they resemble Tom Hanks from the movie Lost. His kids have beards now. They're in need of a haircut and a bath. They have trouble speaking because they haven't been near their first words out of their mouth. It wasn't, hi, Dad, we had a great time. It wasn't, hey, Dad, we can't wait to tell you stories. It was, phone. I need water, and I need a phone. Cell phone, stat. No, I'm kidding. But I think that's how most kids, I see that playing out throughout the summer. If they're not allowed to have their cell phones at camp. Are they allowed to have their cell phones at camp? Quentin says, no, they had a blast. Gage actually won an archery competition and smoked the counselors. Well, it's like Dad and him are shooting bows and arrows in the backyard. Duh. I bet you won some money. Check his pants. I bet you he was a ringer. He was gambling at camp, and he took the kids' money. That a boy, making Uncle Ty proud. And if he didn't, come see Uncle Ty after the show. I'll teach you how to do that. I don't know how to shoot this bow and arrow, but I do like to bet on occasion. Want to bet me $5 I can't hit this bullseye? Cha-ching! Speaking of cha-ching, getting ready for back to school is easy as 1, 2, 3 with Sunrise Credit Union. If you do one of three things at Sunrise Credit Union by the end of the week, you could win $2,000 in Apple electronics products. If you open a prudent student account, sign up for a Calabria credit card, or open a student line of credit, all three ways are instant ways to win. But you got to get in on it by Saturday, and you got to visit this website for more details. What an easy way to win some cool stuff. sunrisecu.mb.ca. Still with winning Co-ops of Westman and the $50,000 Find Your Summer sweepstakes. It's pretty easy to spend $50 at a gas bar or the food store or the home center, and each time you spend $50, that is an entry to win big. You upload your receipt online to enter, and it's a $50,000 grand prize. Free groceries or gas for a year. Free Big Cool slushies for a year. Power tools and more. Heritage Co-op, Pemina, Twin Valley, Valley View, Boundary, and Hamiota Co-op. And the best deal on dinner is at Tim Hortons. The $8.99 dinner deal from 5 till 11. That'll get you a main dish, the loaded wrap, the flatbread pizza, the Supreme Stack or Classic Wrap. And then you get a side dish, which is garlic bread, Timbits, classic or specialty donut, or classic cookies, and something to drink. Want a lemonade? How about a sparkling quencher? Maybe iced coffee, cold brew, coffee, tea, espresso, or maybe even water. All that for $8.99. Best deal on dinner. best deal on dinner is always at Tim Hortons. With 10 locations to serve you, Brandon, Virton, Neepawa, Dauphin, and Moosomin. Jody's GT, get to see the surgeon this morning. Looking for, ooh, Jody, yay. Okay, if you're happy, I'm happy. Doctors make me nervous. That's why my blood pressure is always up. It has nothing to do with the fact I'm 551 pounds now. My cholesterol numbers are triple digits. It has nothing to do with that. Doctors make me nervous. Good luck, Jody. You don't need it. I'm glad you got a positive attitude. That's fantastic. Go get him. Tracy says, I heard Phil had knee surgery. Well, I'm hoping that's all it is, Tracy. Because I saw the headline, Phil Collins in hospital. I'm like, oh, no. And the year we've had, really? The year we've had? Like, we're waiting for asteroids to hit the earth. We had like world's biggest earthquake with tsunami, and we lost Ozzy Osbourne. God, they took Hulk Hogan from us. What's left? All the posters in my childhood room are coming down. The tape being taken down. Next, you're going to tell me that Phil Simms is retired from football. Wait, he retired 20 years ago. What the... Nick says, we've lost too many as of late. Don't take Phil Collins. No kidding. Oh, Quentin also once picked up the kids from school, watched Happy Gilmore 2. Fun movie. Of course. The reviews are in. People who don't like that movie have no sense of humor. But I think that Adam Sandler did such a great job with that movie. So many of his friends and so many cameos. What a great show. Molly's GT had a fun bike ride and chatted with some friends yesterday. That's awesome. As long as you weren't chatting with friends while on bikes. My wife tried that one time. We ended up in the emergency room. Hey, are you guys going to... Psh, crash, bang, down on the curb, down on her knees. It was 2 days before our vacation 13 years ago. Probably 13 years ago, almost to the day. It's like, let's go for a bike ride before we go on our vacation. Don't do that. Put yourself in bubble wrap. You need to make it to your vacation. Yesterday's good thing. What happened yesterday that was awesome for you? KDD says, we got so much work done at the cottage yesterday. Oh, yeah. We are ready to hit vacation hard for the next week and a half. We'll be gone together, KDD. Boat is in the water, ready for some fishing. And weeds have been cut, so we're ready for lots of swimming and floating. Obviously, you're not in Menadosa. I feel bad for folks in Menadosa. I don't know what's happening there. What causes that, LJ, anyway? That's awful. Mavis has been sharing pictures with me, and it's like, oh, it's kind of like pea soup, hey? And it's not the only lake to have that happen time and time again. I think that it's likely due to warm temperatures, but it hasn't even been that hot, hey? I mean, we've certainly had hotter weather, but anyway, hopefully, I don't even know how they clean that up, quite honestly. But there is an LJ warning. How does LJ grow on lakes? Oh, the conditions have to be just right, says AI. Sunlight, lots of sunlight to photosynthesize, just like plants. It needs nutrients, excess nitrogen and phosphorus. Where would we get that from? Oh, fertilizers, sewage, runoff. Ugh. Feed the algae, especially in warmer months. It's called, I can't pronounce it, eutrophibrication. Okay. Warm temperatures. Algae thrive in warm water, which is why blooms are common in summer. Still water, calm or slow-moving water allows algae to gather and spread more easily. And lack of grazers. There isn't enough organisms like zooplankton. We need the SpongeBob SquarePants plankton to be dumped into the Lake Menadosa. Get some planktons or some fish to eat the algae. Or it could grow out of control. When too much algae grows, it can create blooms, including harmful blue-green algae. called no bacteria. Yeah, that's a no-no, all right. It depletes oxygen, releases toxins, hurts wildlife, impacts air quality, and it's just gross. Can we not scoop it out? Why do we get rid of that? Anyway, I'm sure that town officials and environmentalists are working on that, and hopefully they can get the pea soup cleaned out of there. And again, it's not the first lake, probably won't be the last. Some lakes can't have boats on, but they're clear. The ones that aren't clear, we can't swim in because they're green. We got smoke in the air. We got tsunami warnings. We got trade wars. It's been a fun season 5. What is to come in season 6? Peace and love and prosperity for all. Money falling from the sky, cheap groceries, and abundance of love and money and fortune and all that stuff. You got to say it out loud or it doesn't happen. That's what I hope for season 6. One more of these left in the season. Yesterday's good thing. Thanks, you guys, for doing that. And we'll do another one tomorrow, our last one of the season. Again, we'll wrap up season 5 and bring in season 6 Monday, August the 11th at 7 a.m. I heard zebra mussels would clean that algae. Oh, is that real? Or is that a joke? Because it's like, must be a joke. Because I'm like, oh my God, why do we have everything in the wrong place? Things are nice and calm on the beach this morning. This is a live shot of Santa Monica. And thankfully, after the tsunami warnings yesterday, they're just advisories now. They're saying that really it's all about riptides, currents, things like that. No big waves headed our way. It's going to be fine. Everything is good. And there was only some minor flooding that took place. But this is a little too dark for us this morning, so we're just going to go back to yesterday evening, I think, for our beach cam. This is Santa Monica. Can we do that? Yeah, there we go. Just before the warning came in. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll go to the beach real quick, and then we'll be back with more food, fun places, and mayhem. And we're going to talk reaction to those warnings yesterday. Saw the pictures coming out of Russia. Pretty amazing stuff. And of course, we are monitoring the Ozzy Osbourne funeral and life celebration happening in the UK this morning. Good morning, Sun Seekers. I love Mavis.
Good morning, Sun Seekers. 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 Oh, oh. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Oh, good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, Sun Seekers. Oh, good morning, Sun Seekers. Good morning, sun seekers. Good morning, sun seekers. Good morning, sun seekers.
Good morning, Sun Seekers. Hope your Hump Day Wednesday's off to a good start. Thanks for swinging by, scrolling by, spending even just a little bit of time with us today. We're back into the single digits after waking up to 8 degrees this morning, already at 10, warming up quite nicely. However, as we mentioned earlier this morning, there is an air quality warning in effect, which means that we're not going to have really nice, pristine air today, but that pristine air could return tomorrow. And we are seeing more sunshine today than we've seen the last few days. So the sunshine returns, trying to poke through that smoky haze. And it looks like we've got a beautiful August-long weekend ahead, guys. Make plans. If you don't have plans for your August-long weekend, oh, man, it is looking fantastic. Absolutely awesome. As I mentioned earlier, we are monitoring the funeral procession in England involving Ozzy Osbourne this morning. They are ahead of us by 6 hours, and the funeral procession continues through the streets of his hometown. Fans have gathered and are paying their respects. One final applause for the legend Ozzy Osbourne. I would venture to say probably tens of thousands of people have been showing up. And a pretty modest procession, just a couple of cars, and that's pretty much it. And there's another shot there of the crowds, and the flowers, though. Holy man! This shot is cut off a little bit. The flowers. This is a live shot, mid-afternoon. What town is this? I've got to figure out what town this is happening in. I don't think it's London. Birmingham. This is Birmingham, England, and crowds are big. Crowds are big, and he is. You're just getting to the point where he has pulled into the. I guess it'd probably be an arena or church. I don't know. We're following the live feed. They'll probably move indoors, I'm thinking, and we'll kind of monitor it as the morning goes on. Oh, I just seen a big poof of smoke. I wonder what that poof of smoke was. Bye, Ozzy. See you, Ozzy. Thank you for the memories. But what had everybody on edge yesterday was, of course, the news of a tsunami warning. And at first, if you were like me, you thought maybe this was a joke. This can't be happening. There's so much chaos in the world. Nope. Russia gets smoked by one of the largest earthquakes we have seen in years. And, of course, that could mean repercussions for coastlines around the world.
A force of nature off the east coast of Russia. A tsunami up to 4 meters high, enveloping the shoreline. The huge wave following an earthquake at a magnitude of 8.8, among the strongest in recorded history.
Those are what we consider great earthquakes. Due to the motion of the earthquake, so the fault ruptured in a thrusting motion, this resulted in a tsunami.
The quake quickly triggered warnings and advisories across the ocean, from Japan to Hawaii.
30 minutes away from the estimated arrival of the first tsunami waves.
All the way to BC, where a tsunami watch was quickly upgraded to an advisory for BC's outer coast, from Haida Gwaii to Victoria.
An advisory means that strong currents and dangerous waves are likely.
On the west coast of Vancouver Island, the tsunami sirens stayed silent.
So there is an advisory, and we are communicating as actively as we can. There is no threat, and as a result, there are no sirens, there are no evacuation orders. None of that is happening in our area or beyond in Canada.
Some people ignoring the advice to stay off the beaches.
Doing my nightly evening little stroll.
Others, though, felt it was better to be safe than sorry.
We've told our son to stay inside, stay at the house, don't go out, don't wander, because they have said with the advisory to stay away from the shoreline.
bracing themselves for whatever the waves might bring.
That's what you call Murphy's Law. No, Darwinism. It's like, I don't need to listen to any. No one's gonna tell me what to. Oh, look at that wave. Oh boy, no one's gonna tell me what to do. Now, thankfully, they weren't in any danger, and thankfully, officials downgraded it pretty fast. This is inside somebody's living room. I'm sitting here, I'm watching reruns of Three's Company in Russia, and all of a sudden, it's like my pierogies start shaking. Watch these pierogies shake. Ah! I like that couch. I need a couch like that. Jesus, Murphy. Whoa. Whoa. Boja. Holy crap. Oi. Jesus, Murphy. Crap is flying all over. It's just like the hand of God is shaking your house. Alarms are going off. Oh, and it wasn't a quickie. Yeah, that wasn't a quickie. Man, that 1970s style couch took a beating. Holy cow. Even the New Kids on the Block poster came off the wall. It was pretty intense. Holy man, look at the red sweatpants. The red sweatpants turned into a little flag. It's waving against the door there. And the dresser that they're cooking eggs on, it almost fell over too. How some people live is pretty mean. Oh, there's the dog. The dog is just like standing next to the owner, like, yeah, we're gonna go hiding somewhere. No, aren't you supposed to go outside in an earthquake? It's a bad one. This is somebody else's house in Russia last night. This looks more like Baba's. I like that she's got a tablecloth and a cloth on the chair there, and I'm just waiting to get served my kubasa here. Oh, Baba, when I said I wanted a milkshake, I didn't. Jesus, Murph. Whoa. God, I've only been through one earthquake in my life, and I slept through it. I don't think you'd sleep through this one. I don't think you would sleep through that one at all. That was intense. 8.8 was the biggest one. 18 kilometer depth. 7.5, then a 7, then a 7, then a 6. There are multiple earthquakes. Here's another one. Oh. Like, I wonder what that does structurally to your house. Like, does that totally wreck your house? Like, is it no good after? Like, that can't be good for structures. It can't be. Oh, can't see now. Wow. Holy cow. Wowza. Incredible. Oh, and this guy, oh no, he's got, this can't end well. Oh my God, this guy's got tools and bottles on shelves when the earthquake hit. Oh, that's exactly the stuff you want flying around when the earthquakes hit. Yes, a duże dobre. No, my hooch bottles. My hooch bottles. This is Russia last night when the earthquake hit. Oh, my hooch bottles are gone. And his shells. He's got some empty shells. Lots of good snacks, too. Look at all this pail of water's dancing. Holy crap. I didn't need those dishes anyway. I don't think this guy's camping. I think he's on the front lines of, like, the Ukraine war or something. And really, there's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to hide. That's the wild part. Is there's nowhere to go when something like that hits. Derek says, "Good morning, Wendy." Derek says last week a 7 hit Australia, then last night an 8.8 in Russia. Can you say Ring of Fire is active? Check out what's going on in Yellowstone. Ooh, what's happening in Yellowstone? What do we call that? Seismic activity? Seismic activity is happening in Yellowstone. AI says, oh, yeah, there's seismic activity. It involves someone named Justin Trudeau and Katy Perry. I don't know what that means. Seismic activity. Paca Chico, wow, the two leopards. We're in the mountains. We'll talk about them later. Oh, my God. AI's telling us in the last month, Yellowstone has had 13 earthquakes, but they've been small ones. The biggest was on July 30th. Wait a second. That's today. They had one earlier this morning, and it was a 2.8. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. Is there a major fault line that comes right into Manitoba? Yes, right into the beach bunker. Ah! Yikes. Bless Mama says that would be scary. Quentin says, our weather gets cold, hot, and smoky, but at least our houses don't fall apart up here. Well, you must have a well-built one. Yes, our houses, they fall apart in the thunderstorms. Although, knock on wood, it's been a good summer. It's been a good summer. Something's going to get you. You can climb a tree as high as you want. You can build a rocket-proof, thunder-proof, air-proof, lightning-proof house. It's going to find you. Something's going to get you. You're going to freeze to death. You're going to starve to death. I can't afford my KD anymore. At least I don't have a tsunami. A box of KD is $55, and I only have $5 in my jeans, but I don't care. At least there's no tsunamis. And Quentin continues to say that he thinks that the homes would be compromised, but most of those homes don't have basements to destroy. So they're mostly repairable from the ground up. The cracked foundation would cause the problems. Yeah, I don't know. That's what I'd be worried about. You know, after you live through something like that, it's like, okay, now is this house just going to fall down? I'm sure some of them did. I'm sure some of the houses fell down. In Hawaii, this is a little closer to home, and this is something that a lot of us can identify with, especially those who are on vacation right now. Like you're on vacation, and all of a sudden that beep, beep, beep on your phone, tsunami warning. Well, millions of people on the Hawaiian Islands like totally panicked. Totally jumped in their cars, and traffic is just slammed. Poor Hawaii. It was a couple of years ago that they had that nuclear warning. Remember that? It went to everybody's phone. Prepare for incoming nuclear warheads. It's like, again, we have to prepare for the end of our days right now. Tell those we love them. Goodbye. See you later. Especially if you're sitting there on the Aloha freeway and you're stuck there in traffic like this and you're thinking, oh my God, I can't get anywhere. I can't get left, can't get right. There's a big wave that comes crashing in. Where am I going to go? What am I going to do? Scary stuff. So thankfully, the worst of this is the anxiety. The worst of this is the stress involved with the warnings that came in yesterday, because the good news is that there was hardly any damage, at least in North America. In Hawaii, they got it the worst. 3 to 4 feet of waves in Kahului and Halawiya, I think. Kahului and Halawiya. No significant damage or injuries being reported. California's northern coast, like Crescent City, experienced tsunami waves, but the biggest was about 1.5 meters, about 5 feet. While these waves caused strong currents and minor flooding, no major damage reported. And again, BC's was quickly downgraded, so no real big issues there. Although officials are saying, stay out of the water, stay away from the water. There's riptides, currents, it kind of messes everything up. The worst appears to be over for our coastlines. However, it's essential for residents and visitors to stay informed through local authorities to avoid coastal areas until all advisories are lifted. Probably going to be later today. So, there you go. This is the Ring of Fire. I fell into the burning ring of fire. Don't go on the water, 'cause she's going to get higher. Here comes tsunami number 5 today. Debbie Kynock, good morning over on Facebook. Mavis is off to fight the day. Careful with that smoke. She's a smoky one, Mavis. Drive safely. Be good. Have an amazing day. Have an awesome day. And if you're in need of an oil change, make it Murray Chevrolet Cadillac Buick GMC Certified Service Express at 1500 Richmond Avenue. Helping out the Bear Clan Samaritan House and helping hands every time you get your oil changed. In fact, I think I'm either going to be there today or tomorrow, get mine done before my summer break. At 1500 Richmond Avenue, you pull up to the doors. They'll open those. Sometimes they're open as you pull in. They'll just wave you right on in. And you toss them your keys. They give them back to you in just a few minutes. Everything is done. They go over the report with you. You pay and you're on your way. Real quick and easy. At Murray Certified Service Express, 1500 Richmond Avenue in Brandon. At Auto Fashion, if you get hit by hail, remember our friends at Auto Fashion. And, you know, while we have had some hail incidents so far this summer, thankfully there hasn't been an epidemic of hailstorms. But when they do hit, you want to get that fixed quick. You want it like it never happened. You might want your car detailed. They call it Fine Auto Finishing. Auto Fashion can do it all for you. Visit their website at autofashion.ca for all the amazing services like ceramic coating and paint protection, fabric and leather protection, window tinting, and more. 255 17th Street North behind Best West Pet Foods and Lee's Buffet. And Kuiper's Family Bakery, of course, for the best buns in the business. The best buns in the business are at Kuiper's Family Bakery. Yes, hot dog, hamburger buns. Oh, all the good stuff. You'll find all the good stuff. Those cinnamon buns. When's the last time you had a Kuiper cinnamon bun? You'll pick up a tray. You'll think, oh, these will last forever. Oh, yeah, sure. Once you get them home and crack that first one open, they're so moist and so sweet and delicious and tasty and tender. They just melt in your mouth. Sweet pastries, great bread. They've got the treats waiting for you at Kuiper's Family Bakery, 1411 First Street, just north of the First and Richmond corner, beside Tasties. It's as sweet as a little kiss from our buddy Justin. Yes. Yes. Oh, my God. Breaking news. Breaking news. Breaking news. Look at these two. These two lovebirds. What is going on here? These two lovebirds are enjoying themselves. Yes, they are. They are dating Katy Perry and Justin Trudeau. What is going on here?
Today, TMZ has photos of Justin Trudeau and singer Katy Perry sharing a meal at Le Violon Monday night. An eyewitness inside the restaurant says the pair had security monitoring them from the bar. During the meal, that person said the chef came by to greet the pair, and then they went into the kitchen to thank the staff. Perry's tour takes her to Ottawa tonight and back to Montreal tomorrow night. She split from Orlando Bloom, with whom she shares a daughter, earlier this year. A possible new couple is burning up the internet today. TMZ has photos of Justin Trudeau and singer Katy Perry sharing a meal at Le Violon Monday night.
Oh, yeah. How about that? The two of them out on the town. Everybody's going crazy. I am not impressed. I thought he was Captain Canada. What is going on here? Seriously, I thought that we had elbows up. You know she's American, right? How is that relationship going to work? Canadians aren't going to America. She's from California. Is California even still a thing after all the tsunamis and stuff?
For those who aren't glued to Facebook or who don't follow tabloids, you may be missing the extracurricular activities of our former Prime Minister. Well, he's been busy with some post-parliament pursuits that are raising eyebrows.
I do know who that is, yes.
I hope so.
Yes.
Is that Trudeau?
It is.
He's been in the Alps. He's traveling the world, living his best life.
Now, admittedly, we did get some less gracious responses, but for the most part, these photos posted by Justin Trudeau to social media Monday were met with positivity. They were taken on a recent trip to the Swiss Alps, mountain climbing with his eldest son.
Oh my gosh. Freedom.
That's what you think of right away?
Yeah.
I think it's nice he's doing a bonding activity with his son while he's got his free time. I mean, he's retired.
There you go.
Really nice views as well. Yeah.
It's quite a labor of love to learn that art in a way and to be able to do it, so.
Nice thing to share with your son?
I'd say so.
Now, the second part of this experiment was Trudeau again out for dinner, this time with a guest.
With Katy Perry?
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh.
She's just, holy shit.
No, I'm just joking.
I think that's what we all said. I think we all said.
Tabloid TMZ posted a short video Tuesday morning of the former Prime Minister out for dinner with pop star Katy Perry. It was at this restaurant in Montreal. According to the chef, lobster and lamb were on the menu. Whether it was romantic or not isn't known.
Uh-oh. Who is this?
It's Katy Perry, but you don't have to
Well.
They're both single. It's okay.
Well, it's true. It's true.
it's not hurting anyone.
That's because
I
she's
think it's just
American.
people were shocked because you would never picture the two of them in a room together until.
Yeah, and she's from California. I am offended. I have not been when the show is not on, I sit with my elbows up. And to have a former prime minister kind of cross the line and date the enemy, I'm offended. How are we supposed to go on with our lives? Seriously. Especially considering that there are so many good Canadian singers, if he's into singers, which apparently he is. What about someone like Jan Arden? Like, there is a good Western Canadian gal who probably would love to date someone like Justin Trudeau. They're both lefties. They would probably make a good couple. They could talk about all the wonderful people that they would save around the world. It would be amazing. Why can't we just get Justin and Jan Arden together? Like, seriously. I think that they would make a good couple. And then, okay, so what about if not Jan Arden, maybe, you would like someone a little bit older. Guess who I found out was single? Anne Murray. She's the songstress of Canada. What happened to keep it Canadian? Apparently not when it comes to the big important stuff like your love life. Shame on you, Justin Trudeau, for not keeping it Canadian, while the rest of us are trying to make sure that we protect our romantic sovereignty. Our romantic sovereignty. Poor Jan. There she sits saying, hey, what about me? I think these two, I'm going to call Katy Perry today, and I am going to break up with her on behalf of Justin. This is and you notice how the Canadian media really aren't picking up on this. They aren't really talking about it a whole lot. You know why? It would infuriate Canadians. Canadians have their pitchforks and they've got their flames burning bright for the maple leaf. And there goes our former prime minister. I think I've seen a picture of Katy Perry in the American flag. Dress the American flag. Shame. Doesn't that feel good? Shame on you. Look at Jan. She's adorable. And she's from Alberta. She's got this look of concern on her face. Justin, what have you done? Janine says she kissed a girl and she liked it. We're not talking about Jan. We're talking about Katy Perry. Kissed a girl? Wait a second. Melanie says, like mother, like son. Didn't his mom have a bunch of affairs with rock stars back in the day? Interesting point. That is very interesting. Sai says, OMG, I thought she had more standards than garbage. Oh, come on. Now, he's not garbage. He is a walking idiot, but he's not garbage. Everyone's saying she kissed a guy. Okay, so that's the joke going around. I'm late to the party. Renee says, if this is true, I wish them all the joy in the world. Jacques replies, just like Justin wished all us happy debt, higher taxes, and destroyed the country. Yeah, well, he's living his best life. You see him in the Alps. He's having fun. Hey, kids, stay in school. Get a government job. That is the lesson. This is what you do. You get a government job, work for 8 years, and then date a pop star. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case. That is how it's done. Cindy says Justin is going to be spacebound. Quentin says, isn't he half Cuban? I'm not sure. The DNA tests haven't been back. Of course, that's a funny joke. But, or is it? Or is it a funny joke? Look at the two of them getting cozy. Two of them getting too cozy. I don't know. My blood pressure is off the charts. I thought we were anti-American everything. And then, what other stars? Is Buffy St. Marie still around? Like, Buffy St. Marie is Canadian. There's a Canadian songstress. I mean, if he's into singers, Avril Lavigne, I can see that would make more sense. Justin Trudeau, seen with not Adam Levine, that's Maroon 5. Well, maybe. Avril Lavigne. Or Alanis Morissette. They're more, and I think they actually know each other. I think Justin knows Alanis Morissette. But then she might write a song about him. I want you to know you screwed over the country again. You are a jackass and you need to go. Hell, wait, you resigned a ways back. Derek says, bet he paid her for her time. Well, I don't think so. I don't think she needs the money. She's a very wildly successful astronaut/singer. At least we can say a couple of space cadets got together in Montreal. There we go. Couple of space cadets. Molly says, who cares who kisses and loves whoever? Because it's fun. Because it's a good time. Because if all of a sudden Donald Trump left Melania for one of the cast members of the Golden Girls, had we not talk about it and make fun of him, that's against the law. That is against the laws of all content and comedy. Are you kidding me? Plus, Justin's a dweeb. I'm questioning her judgment. That's all I know. Man. Maybe she needs a new left shark dancer. I don't know. I have wiped Katy Perry from my phone. And Justin Trudeau stuff. What little I had. I'm boycotting it all. It's out of here. I'm offended. It's fun being offended. I've never really played that game before where things offend you, like, the lefties just, this offends me. Now, I get why they like it. I get it. It's kind of fun. I'm offended. Anyway, we have to say farewell to our friends on Facebook and YouTube and X. We're moving over to Twitch, okay? You can watch through the website at TylerGlenShow.com or join us on Twitch, twitch.tv/TylerGlenShow. In the meantime, have a great day, YouTube. We're moving to Twitch. Thank you, Facebook.